What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Sold Out. And on today's episode, we have the Jordan Brand Zion 3 SE, which stands for Special Edition. You guys can see the strap. There's a few other tweaks that they did to it. Some I liked, and some I'm not sure if I did like, but we're going to jump it off and get a weight on this. We're also going to have the Zion 3 in hand, just so we can kind of show you guys the differences, kind of like a 1v1 when it comes to these two sneakers. This one is definitely heavier. You can feel just lifting it. It's going to be 3 ounces heavier maybe. This comes in at 14.4. This comes in at 12.6. So a couple ounces different. Definitely can feel it, but on foot I really didn't notice it that much. It wasn't like the AEs or the Hardens on foot. It didn't feel that heavy. Heel slip and comfort is the same on both sneakers. Might be slightly a little bit more padding on this one, but overall they feel very similar. Heel lockdown on both sneakers felt great. No issue with heel lockdown on either sneaker. Now the tongue's similar on both of them. There's no difference in tongue. You guys can kind of see the padding is very, very thin. I wish the padding on the tongue would have been a little bit thicker. I know they're trying not to add a lot of weight, but I feel like they could have took weight out of other areas and put it into that area, and it would have made the sneaker a lot more comfortable on foot. So down onto laces. Laces are exactly the same. Only difference in this pair is it's got like little 3M dots in it, so you guys can see the reflection. Nothing to do with performance. So laces are exactly the same. Turning on to materials. Materials are different. This is almost like a nubuck. And to me, when I first got it, I was like, dang, I think this is going to be a lot better, but it's not. I haven't worn this pair many times, and you guys, I don't know if I can get a good close-up, but this material is already cracking. And also it's not very forgiving. Like, it's very tight on foot. I'll go over that in a minute, how it kind of feels on foot. But one thing I do like about it is it feels good, but like I like how they added the embroidery. Like, when it comes to support and lockdown on this sneaker, this is going to be one of the best supportive shoes you are going to get in lockdown. This strap right here definitely works. It's not just a strap in there for looks. This thing definitely, you can see it. It's like a two-way strap instead of just one way. You can pull it over and it definitely locks down and you can feel it. The bad thing is the sneaker is already tight enough. This material I think was a little bit more forgiving. Once you broke it in, I've had this pair since the initial release. Once you break this in, it's a little bit more forgiving. This is almost like a canvas type material. And I think it's a little more forgiving than this one, because this one was just painful on foot. It was very tight. I even loosened up the strap, walked in it without the strap, and I just felt pain in this part and this right here. It just kind of pinched and pushed up into my arch on my foot. So it really just didn't feel good on foot. I really wanted to like the materials on this, but like I said, they're already starting to go, and for $10 more, I'm not sure if it's going to be worth it. You're definitely not going to want to get these for outdoors. If you are going to play in the Zion 3 outdoors, just get the regular ones. The material's probably going to take a pounding a little bit better. The one thing better about the materials is going to be the embroidery. The embroidery splash instead of like the TPU elastic splash all around here, which I like them both. I think it's dope, but this just kind of gives it a little more high quality vibe. But then I just don't like the nubuck and how kind of soft and cheap it feels, and it doesn't feel very good on foot. On the inside, you can feel this, like right here. That's what the inside of these sneakers feel like. There's like no padding. Like on the Kobe, the tongue wraps the whole area right through here in like a nice padding, and it feels great on foot. I don't know why more sneakers don't have that padded area around the forefoot and up in the toe box. There's a little bit of padding up there, but it's like very minimal. You could barely even feel it. So wasn't a big fan of the materials when it came down to the Zion 3. So down onto the cushioning setups of both sneakers. Kind of put it side by side so you guys can see. This is the Zion, the regular Zion, and this is going to be the Zion Special Edition. Now, if you are looking to upgrade your sneakers, like if you have, I've tried these in the Kobe 11s, and they felt great in the Kobe 11s. I tried these in the Serious Player Onlys, felt great. Full zoom air, it feels phenomenal on foot. While it is skinny, it fits in the Serious Player Onlys perfectly. I'll try to share a shot that I took. Like, it's molded in there perfectly. It looks great. Same thing with the Kobe's. It doesn't feel too high up. It doesn't feel like your heels slipping or anything like that, like some will do. But yeah, this is great if you just want to upgrade your sneakers. Like if these go on sale and they're get down to 80 bucks, 90 bucks, something like that, and you want to upgrade your tech and just barely even use this shoe, it's almost worth it just to spend the money and get these, because this is an upgrade to any shoe that you got. When I play with these inside the Kobe's, my Lunarlon's still good in the Kobe's, but This right here is just a different level. Now, as far as being responsive, it's going to lose a little bit of responsiveness. And that's why they don't go all the way up here. They still want your sneaker to be somewhat responsive, but you do lose a little bit of that forefoot responsiveness, just like you do in the Zion 1 or Zion 3 first edition. So when it comes to cushioning on this, I absolutely love this Formula 23 blend with the Zoom Air. I think that's one of the best things about this line. So Jordan Brand, Nike, whoever, if you ever catch wind of this video, please do not stop putting drop-ins in Zion shoe. But on to the next thing y'all have to do is please make the traction better. Like, I think it got worse, and I don't know how, because this pair right here, other pairs, this right here isn't translucent. On this colorway, certain colorway, this, all of it's translucent. I think on the first initial one in the black colorway, this right here isn't translucent, it's black. So I don't know how that works, but this traction was not the best. It was good on clean courts, but once you hit any dust, it was sliding around. I took this on clean courts and it was sliding around. Like, it picked up so much freaking dust. I don't know if you guys can get a close up. If I can get close enough, you guys can see all that dust. But dude, it is bad and it picks up tons of dust. So I was not a fan of the traction. Got to do better on the traction. NBA players are playing on the cleanest court you could possibly get on. Like, them are taken care of every day, even after cheer, dance, everything that's on them NBA courts, it gets literally cleaned every day. Like, the little machine goes around, squeegees it off, scrubs it. So NBA courts are different. Everybody's like, how ain't they sliding around? Whoa, they got different materials. And that's another thing I wanted to point out real quick. If you get a close-up on a pair of Zion shoes, this part right here is not like what we're getting. His has stress marks in it, where it literally is, it's some type of foam in this like rubber part right here. Zion's is definitely has more cushion, so it's definitely different. I noticed that when I seen it, I'm like, there's no way you could even compress this type of stuff right here. Like, you couldn't even put I mean, I guess if you're Zion, maybe you could squish plastic, but I doubt it. There's definitely a difference in their shoes compared to our shoes. So just keep that in mind. Like, if you see different things in different shoes on PEs, that's why I think they kind of upgrade theirs a lot more than they do ours. But down on my recommendations of the Zions, either Zion, you better have a narrow foot, because I have a very narrow foot and I still felt a little bit just too snug. Like, I had room, I had about a thumbnail worth of room in these, but like, if I go up a half size, I'm gonna have way too much room. In my size, it just felt too tight, like gripping around my foot like that. Like, you could see how narrow the bottom of this sneaker is, man. That is super narrow. So if you're a wide footer, do not even look at these, even if they go on sale. Like, don't, even if they're 60 bucks, like, your foot is not gonna get in these. It's gonna push out, and this right here is gonna dig in, and same with this over here. You're just gonna get dug in, and you're not really gonna be, you're not gonna have a smooth ride. Overall, performance-wise, I still can't really recommend these. These felt good. Like I said, the traction on a clean gym. These just didn't perform well at all. Not sure if in the future you're gonna get this translucent part right here on the next colorway is gonna be solid rubber, because if it's solid rubber, maybe it does better. Maybe I'll try that and just kind of put out a couple quick shorts or TikToks or something just to show you guys a difference, if there is a difference at all. But as always, I appreciate you tuning into this video, and we'll catch you on the next episode of Sold Out. Peace.